And let me bring up these ladies from the Cancer Institute of Doylestown Hospital. We have Anita Lynch, Lisa Strauss, and Joan Buckley. Could you welcome them up, please? I would be most appreciative if you would just direct your attention to Joan, who is clamoring to get this microphone. She cannot wait to get this microphone. So, here's Joan.
I so hate attention. Hi everybody, my name is Joan, and I represent the Cancer Institute at Doylestown Hospital. I'm here with my co-workers today, Anita and Lisa. And we do it all at Doylestown. I know that personally because I have been treated there as a breast cancer survivor, as well as a staff member on the unit, who really had to take a step back. I myself thought I knew it all after being an oncology nurse for 30 years. And when you sit in the chair and have the IV needle put in, it brings a whole different perspective to things. So I brought my beanie tonight. This is what I wore when I lost all my hair, and I keep it in my underwear drawer. Why, I don't know. But it brings me right back to where I need to be. Lisa, would you like to model?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I am the mother of 3 CB East graduates who have done spectacularly in life. I am also the carpooler of many CB West graduates. So it's, I'm in the community and love the CB East school system. When I was diagnosed in 2010, which is almost 4 years ago, it happened very, I knew something was wrong, not only being a nurse, but when I would bend over, I would feel a particular pulling and tugging in my chest, and I didn't know what it was. So if I bent down to clean the kitchen floor or to pick up somebody's socks, kind of thing, I felt something going on. And my mammogram, which had been totally normal over the past many years, showed that there was something there. So I went through the whole thing. I had a mastectomy, I had chemotherapy, and I was treated with love and respect from all my coworkers. Happy to say I am disease-free. I'll be 4 years here in November. But I do remember the moments during my treatment and my diagnosis that where I was with my family. My kids they were all teenagers. They needed to go places. I needed to drive them. I needed to make lunches and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't really have the energy to do that. And if it weren't for the support of my friends, people like you, all my friends, all my coworkers who really kind of pulled me through and picked up the lapses that I couldn't take care of, I wouldn't have been able to hold it together. Also you, Mom, the lady in red, was there for me too. What we're talking about today with your fundraising is, thankfully I have health insurance. Many of my patients do not, or their money has to come from allotted funds that they had already put aside for college or, day trips and stuff like that. But there's so much that needs to be paid for. There's the exorbitant cost of medications. There are co-pays that have to be paid for each doctor's visit. Where's this money coming from for wigs or different medical appliances that anybody might need? This is where your support comes through dramatically, because a fund will be, the monies today will be allocated for those particular needs that patients need, that they have no other way of receiving it. So this makes us feel so happy and makes me smile that you young people, as well as the parents and families, really have thought about giving to the local community, Doylestown Hospital, by this fundraiser, giving us monies to put that in the right use. And it'll certainly be so well received. I do want to say that, what else did I want to say? I want to say that I can't believe that I went through this. And then I'm standing here and I'm feeling really pretty good. And pink is now my favorite color. I really thank you. Doylestown Hospital really thanks you. This is the first time that anyone has really reached out to us in this kind of a nature, and without just giving money to American Cancer Society, but you are giving it to our Cancer Institute for our patients. It's awesome. I really appreciate it. Our patients will have such use out of it, and I thank you all.
Thank you very much. Ladies, can I have you just stay out here with me for a minute? Joan, come on, we're not done with you quite yet. As Joan said, the money that we raise here tonight will stay local at Doylestown. And that is a great thing. We want our CB East seniors to present you guys with some gift baskets here. Can we hear it for the Doylestown staff? Thank you so much. Those are our communications, absolutely. It is a good highlight to note that the dollars that you're spending tonight will get you more than just a brownie, potentially a round of golf, or a day at the spa. They're going to be put to good use, so we appreciate that reminder. We also have our CB West seniors that want to present and come up as well. Come on up, guys. Thank you very much. They just wanted to shake your hand and thank you for your part in what they're doing here. Thank you, ladies. It's great to see both schools participating in something so great. We want to have one more speaker join us up here, a CB East varsity mother and breast cancer survivor. Could you please welcome Beth Terrell.
If I could have all the players come and sit here, both West and East, sit in front of me, I'd appreciate it. And if I could also have Bridget, Lauren, and Kristen to join me up here. They're going to help me with a project that they actually started last night. We are going to, here, you take it. We're going to kick off a project that will result in a donation to a deserving cancer patient from both of our teams. In a moment, I will explain the symbolism and hope of what this blanket will represent. This evening is about our community coming together. If you can have them, just have them start tying. There's two ends. If you could just pass it around and tie a knot and try and get everybody to tie it. That way it's from all of us. This evening is about our community coming together for one common goal. I'm asking you players to help tie this blanket together for a patient that can hopefully find warmth as they receive their critical treatment. It's a symbol of all of us coming together that will unite our two schools for a wonderful cause that will go way past today. With the pink ribbon everywhere in the month of October, the objective for this symbol is to heighten our awareness of the epidemic of breast cancer in our world today. If I were to ask you how many of you know somebody with breast cancer, there would be an overwhelming sea of hands. Today, 1 in every 8 women are diagnosed with breast cancer. We all know someone, whether it's a relative or friend, that has been afflicted with this disease. With this knowledge, it is my mission tonight to assist all women here to be more proactive with their own breast health. Most of you know me as a snack bar mom. Yes, I am a mother, but I am also a stage 2B breast cancer survivor. When I was in high school, I found a lump on my right breast after a monthly self-examination, and I had my first lumpectomy, removing 3 cysts that were benign at the age of 17. Scary, right? Yes, it was frightening, but it was also a blessing as it made me keenly aware of how important it was to take care of myself and my own breast health. I learned that I was never too young to ensure my future, and I encourage all of you story with you all. My journey was long and tough, as I knew something was wrong with me and I had to push doctors to listen to me to get the proper diagnosis for over a year. If I was not aware and did not keep pushing, I definitely would not be standing here with you all tonight. I truly believe that we know our bodies better than a doctor we see once a year, so it is necessary to never give up when you know something is wrong. Sometimes you have to be your own personal advocate and listen to that little voice in your head that tells you something just is not right. It is sad that in the year I was fighting to get diagnosed with cancer, my cancer grew and made a critical move into my lymph nodes. The doctor that did not support me in my knowledge of my own personal health, her apology to me landed on deaf ears, as it was too late for me. My cancer had grown and moved from its initial location. Never did I imagine hearing the words, "Elizabeth, you have breast cancer," would be a relief to me. Hearing those words enabled me to get the care and treatment I needed to stay alive for my family and continue to be a wife and a mother to my 3 children. I had a long, hard fight with many disappointments along the way. I had multiple operations, a year of chemo, and yes, girls, I lost all my hair, and I'm a true believer that bald is beautiful. And I endured 7 long weeks of radiation. It was a long journey, but my fight was worth it, as I am about to achieve one of my goals set 6 years ago of seeing my youngest child graduate from high school in June. When I was ill, our family was overwhelmed with the people in our community and how they came together to assist my family in my fight. A simple act of providing a meal, taking me to treatment, taking my daughter to her engagements, and even their doctor's appointments. The list goes on and on of how our community helped us. We were truly humbled by so many people and their caring hearts. These very people have become a part of our extended family and are treasured by all 5 of us. With the emphasis this evening on tying our schools together, all of our efforts will definitely have a positive effect on the patients that receive help from tonight. For that, I want to thank anyone who has assisted in making somebody's darkest days a little bit brighter. And I challenge each and every one of you to find the courage to help somebody in need. Trust me, it will be appreciated long after the act. As you hit the courts tonight for your friendly showdown, remember you should have one common goal this evening: to tie our community to help those in need. I ask you to begin to be aware of your bodies and ask the women that you care about, your mothers, your grandmothers, your sisters, your aunts, your friends, and your daughters, if they've had a mammogram, if they're over the age of 40. Make them aware of how important they are to you and give them a gentle push if they need it. Nothing makes me happier when somebody says to me they heard about my fight and they went and got a mammogram and they are safe. My fight was so worth it, but my dream is to help find a cure so the next generation can keep all their hair, and that when you guys are my age, only 1 in 8 million women will be diagnosed with cancer. This is a world I wish for all of you. Thank you.
That is an inspiring story, and as Beth shared with us, she had the support of a great community coming around and helping her in those times. The money we raise tonight will go to some people who might not have as much support as the people in this room. So we'd ask you to dig deep, to have fun, to get out into that lobby and to bid on some great things. A lot of work went into this event, and it's great to see our communities tied together, as Beth said. Could we thank our speakers one more time? That was great. Thank you so much. We do have some more volleyball to get to tonight, but before we do that, we want to see some of your volleyball skills. not just you guys down here, but some of you up there in the stands need to stretch it out here a little bit too. So we put together a little event, and it's going to involve these 2 jail cells back here. Some of you know some of these people lined up against the wall over here. Some of you call them coach. Some of you call them other things behind their back. But tonight you'll have an opportunity to either spring them from jail or keep them in jail. And you're going to do that by showing off some of your volleyball skills. So we have some targets that we're going to put out here. We have a place where we're going to have you come and offer up a serve. And if you hit a target, then you're going to be able to either spring your coach from jail, or maybe you can keep the opposing coach in jail. I don't know, maybe. So, some of you in the bleachers, let's see some stretching. Some of you in the bleachers, let's see some stretching. You're going to get 3 serves for $1. Okay, so we're going to cheer on. Coaches, we're going to lock you up now, so come on down. You know who you are. Let's hear it for our coaches. All right, let's hear it for our coaches. Ladies, grab. Go find somebody who will give you dollars and bring them down. All right, go ahead. $1 gets you. Jess, I think they want you in jail. I'm just saying, I think they do. Come on. Thank you, Jess. Check out those boots, I'll tell you, that's fantastic. So, do we have our first participants coming up? Wonderful. For